So Edgar Kaufman Sr. was reviewing the drawings of Fallingwater and was kind of questioning the daringness of these cantilevers. The first one goes out almost 14, 15 feet. The second goes out 22 feet over the stream and over the waterfall. So that's a lot of free space. Residentially, nothing had ever been built like this before. Edgar Kaufman Sr. loved the concept, but still questioned the engineering behind it. So he went to the engineers in his department store. He had on-staff architects and engineers in the department store. And they looked at the cantilever design and said there was no way was there enough reinforcing steel. Allegedly, Kaufman then asked the builders to slip in some extra steel into the beams to give them some more strength. And that infuriated Wright. So there's wonderful letters back and forth between the two of them saying, if you don't trust me, I don't want to be your architect. If you're going to go behind my back and not trust the design, then I'm walking away from this job. But Edgar Kaufman Sr. and the engineers he consulted with were right, because as soon as the formwork was taken away and the scaffold was taken away from the house once it was finished, at that point the house instantly started to fail and cracks showed up in the cantilever beams. A graduate student from the University of Virginia did his master's thesis in structural engineering on Fallingwater. And he also showed, by looking at all of the original drawings, all the specifications of the construction, that the house was not structurally sound. So at that point, Fallingwater reacted. So they put these tilt meters and crack monitors all over the structure, monitored it for a course of time, and at the end of their study, they showed that the house could catastrophically fail and collapse into the stream at any moment. And here are thousands of people going through the house every day. So immediately, steel shoring was put under the first story cantilever of the house to carry all of the load of the house down to the rock stream bed below. And then a huge discussion, debate, back and forth on what to do. Should we just leave the steel under the house, let it be an essay in sculptural beauty but a structural failure? Or should we figure out a way to preserve Wright's design intent, which was this beautiful piece of architecture cantilevered over a waterfall? And of course, everyone wanted the beautiful piece of architecture cantilevered over the waterfall. So what they ended up doing is something called post-tensioning. Within the subfloor of the house, underneath the paving stones of the floors and above the smooth concrete of the underside of the cantilever tray, there are 4 large cantilever beams of reinforced concrete. And what they decided to do on each side of those cantilever beams was attach post-tensioning cables. So if you can think of a cabled suspension bridge. So they did those cables along the sides of each of those 4 beams and essentially turned the cantilever into a bridge. And the house is now structurally stable. All of those cables are tied and hidden inside the subfloor of the house. You never see them. And it maintains the beauty of the whole house.